everyone, I am back and this is for a second video. You'll note same clothes and everything because I want to talk about my opinions on the glass door principle, and especially when it comes to feminism, trans-exclusionary feminism, in addition to inclusivity and non-binary trans communities. This is a very, very complicated situation, because even though the solution is rather plainly put in that there should be inclusivity for all and that the gender binary does perpetuate a lot of issues, there's a lot of blurred lines between a lot of these opinions, especially when it comes to bathrooms and collegiate environments and a lot of traditionally female and feminist environments. Even when it comes to males, there's still this same blurred line issue. So if you're watching this video first, I highly encourage that you click right here in order to watch the video to get a little bit of context, but this video is going to be all about my personal opinion on the subject. Alright, so I assume you've clicked and I assume that you watched that other video. So now that we're back here, we're going to go ahead and start talking about my personal opinion on this. I personally feel that the gender binary perpetuates far too many issues for us to be considering any pluses that come out of it really that beneficial. So I'm on the side of feminism and I'm on the side of non-binary trans individuals. These are two communities that I do indeed align myself with, and by default, that means that I do not agree with trans-exclusionary feminism. So given the example with a collegiate environment that is specifically for all women, and trans men being included in that environment, there are a lot of things to actually consider here. First off, legal transition, social transition, and mental transition. If someone considers themselves to be male, and they're in a female college environment because they feel, quote, safe, is that really an environment that they should be in? Especially if they don't feel safe in male environments. What does that also mean to your gender, especially mentally and socially? Second is you need to consider where in transition a person is. Have they taken their hormones? Have they had any surgeries? Do they pass as a male? And does that exclude them from the traditional principles of, quote, females? I, as a trans woman, recognize that I have a Y chromosome, and I also feel that I do not fit in traditionally male environments. If I was to go to a specifically male collegiate college, I would personally not feel comfortable there at all, just like I don't feel comfortable in the men's bathroom. However, in a female women's college, I would feel quite perfectly sane and fine being there. If a trans man was to be there, however, I would want to have conversations and I would want to talk. Where does that person find their gender? Where does that person really understand where they are? And depending upon their transition, I may feel a little bit frightened in that they are taking on leadership positions in an all-women's college, which kind of flies in the face of feminism. There's a lot of complications and there's a lot of blurred lines here. My solid opinion is to say that I don't feel that trans men should be in a strict binary environment for women. If an institution is going to perpetuate the gender binary to such an extent, especially in feminism, that it excludes other communities, a non-binary trans individual has no place being in that environment. And I also feel shouldn't be, for the sake of progression in the trans community. Being accepted into a binary system as a non-binary individual and kind of hanging out there, going stealth in that, doesn't exactly help the community, doesn't exactly help what other people think. My opinion might be rather controversial, as should everyone else's. I don't feel like trans men should be in women's environments. I don't feel like trans women should be in men's environments, but there are some exceptions. And I don't feel like non-binary individuals should be in environments that perpetuate a gender binary. I think that it's counterproductive, not only to your self-identity, but also to your social construct, social change, and honestly, legal change. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. I'm definitely looking for a long conversation in this. So thank you guys so much for participating. I would love to hear from you all. And if you want to hear more about a lot of these complicated situations and opinions, go to transyouthchannel.org, which is actually an organization that I run, and an organization that runs exactly these kinds of opinions. Thank you guys so much, and you have a great day.